What up, nerds? Welcome back to the Nerdy Narrative. My name is Leslie Smith, and today on the channel, I'm going to be talking about Her Father's Secret. It is the second book in the Detective Margot Phalen series by Kate Wiley. I think this series will appeal to crime thriller lovers, especially those that like to read about serial killers. It's a very dark crime thriller series. It's got a lot of unexpected twists, has a flawed heroine that I feel is just written really, really well. Margot Phalen is the type of character that readers are going to root for many different reasons. She is a very busy homicide detective. She has several cases going at once, which I thought was a really great job on the author's part to do that. That felt authentic. It also makes it more interesting as a reader to read about these different cases, and they're not all solved in every book. Some of the cases in book 2 are carryovers from book 1, so this is a series that is not standalone, so you do need to read them in order. But Margot, you just find yourself pulling for her. She struggles with what she sees and deals with in regards to her job, just the danger of being a detective, a police officer. In addition to all of that, and what initially had me starting this series, is her father is a serial killer. He is the most prolific serial killer in America's history. When he was finally caught and arrested, he had 76 victims. And the main overarching plot of this series is her father has found her, keeps trying to get her to visit, she won't do it, and he says, well, I'll tell you who number 77 is. In addition to following Margot on her different cases, we're also seeing this psychological thriller aspect where she has to see her father who's trying to get into her head. We actually don't know what his end game is with all of this, why he wants to see her so bad. But he does end up revealing other victims they never connected him to, and it's just, those chapters are chilling. I do have a non-spoiler video review for the first book in the series, The Killer's Daughter. I'll have that linked in the cards. I'll have it down in the description as well. I'll also include a link to the author's website if they have one, and a link to both of the books in the series that are out so far. As far as the book description for Her Father's Secret, so the title and the book description lean heavily into the serial killer father element, and I was so excited because I thought this was going to be a more in-depth dive into her father's past. Unfortunately, that is not the case. In fact, Ed Finch, the father, plays a very small role in this book, so I feel that the title and the description are misleading. So I will not continue the series unless book 3 really has a killer book description. And yes, pun intended. I don't even want to tell you about the description that's on the back of this book because I feel it's so misleading, and I think expectations are important. So if you just want to read a really good crime thriller with a detective at the heart of it, then I think you'll still have a good time with this book. It focuses on Margot and the police department dealing with an active sniper and just the fear that these police officers have. They're out there doing their job and feeling like they have this huge target on their back. And I don't think anybody, myself included, anytime there's been an active sniper in history, have you ever stopped to think about how law enforcement feels going out there, just knowing at any moment this sniper could deliver the headshot that ends them? It was extremely scary. I wouldn't call it educational because it is a piece of fiction, but I feel that it was eye-opening and had me putting myself in the shoes of these law enforcement officers that put their lives on the line for us. I picked it up and loved the first book so much because of the focus being on the serial killer father. With that taken out of the equation or barely getting mentioned, it's just not enough for me to want to continue the series, at least not right away. I might put them on my Kindle and read them at some point, but I won't be doing like I did with the first 2 where I dropped everything as soon as I saw them on NetGalley to request and read right away. That's just my experience. It doesn't mean you're going to have the same experience, and I think by not sharing the book description, you might would pick it up and have a little bit better time with it than I did. Let me know if you do pick it up or if you are interested in trying the series. Again, I'm going to have those linked down below, as well as a link to the author's website if you're interested in seeing more about their work. They have a ton of books out there. They write under several different pen names, different types, because you might just find that you're a fan of one of her other series or pen names and decide you want to try this one. If any of you do check that out and you do read some of her other series, please hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know which series or pen name, and let me know if you recommend them to me. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.